interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Love now. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd down. Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Finding Taysom Hill complete, and they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Hey, go, 368. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working out of the gun, Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but
touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Saints 37, Packers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Love to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
An inside give to Jones.
Down inside the 10.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Eagles nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side on the swing pass. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get into him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll find Aguara complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Pick. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Underway from SoFi Stadium. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third and long. It's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. This will be caught at about the 5. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
22.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones punches launching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Going up top for Kupp. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Love now. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A give running right is Akers. Taken down at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Going up top for Cup. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal.
To Jefferson on the slant.
Touchdown, Rams!
Van Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To the air again, Love. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he's going to go down just just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And Gay knocks this one through, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when that coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39,
Love.
he's going to launch this deep for Watson, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
39 yards.
And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Devontae Wyatt.
A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
22! 11!
Stafford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Alert! 0! Crew right, 22!
They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Green light, 22. And middle. Middle. Zebra.
From the 31, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here at 2nd and 15.
50. 50. Hey, 50. Like 7.
Stafford now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32.
Hey, 32.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how until then, this game's over.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious